welcome. My name's Kathy A. And today I'm going to do a video all about Milani Cosmetics. And I know a lot of you are curious about the brand because it's kind of the higher end on the drugstore lines, and they've got some beautiful bold colors and an unusual assortment of cosmetics. And a lot of you are big fans of the blush, especially Luminoso and Dolce Pink, I think is the other one I have. But I went on the website and I got a few other kind of fun things. I want to talk to you real quick about the nail polish. I'm not as happy with that, but I can tell you this stuff stays on like glue. Oh my God. This is the, I think it's called Party. Well, anyway, this particular nail polish, I put it over a pink. I think things like this that are like 3D glitter, I think they go better if you put them over a solid color, and I used a pink for this. So close up it's kind of funky. It looks like little pieces of confetti stuck to my nails. Looks like I did an art project and it went bad. I don't know. But that is the nail polish. I'm using some products today that actually I couldn't find in the store, so I went onto their website, MilaniCosmetics.com, and I found a lot of things like the liquid foundation, which you rarely if ever see in the drugstore. I noticed different drugstores carry different Milani products. Some of them didn't have any of them. Some of them didn't carry the eyeshadows. These are the eyeshadow strips, kind of an unusual format. And some of them didn't have all of the colors of the eyeliners, such as this beautiful almond, which I used as an eye base in the tutorial. But first, I think, like I do with these one brand specials, I want to give you a little bit of a documentary and talk a little bit about the brand. So we'll be back right after that.
The Milani story actually begins with this company, Jordana Cosmetics. Jordana opened its doors 27 years ago in Vernon, California. CEO Ralph Bijou and his family owned the business, and he wanted to produce high-quality cosmetics for low prices. In 2001, with the success of Jordana sales, Ralph and the president of Jordana, Lori Mink, were inspired by the fashion-forward city of Milan in Italy to create a bold and edgy line of cosmetics. The name Milani is a tribute to that city. I'm not sure, however, if Jordana is a tribute to Jordan. In 2002, Milani Cosmetics opened its doors right in the same building as Jordana. Milani has gained popularity because its products are versatile, and so women of color and fish-belly white girls like me can all find products in the line that work well with our various skin tones. Milani Cosmetics, as well as Jordana Cosmetics, are cruelty-free, so there is never testing on animals. The sheer beauty and variety of colors is amazing, and the quality of their blushes are wonderful. Also, too, the variety of nail colors and lip glosses are amazing. Their eye products and face products are wonderful, as well as their powders and their innovative brow products, especially the new clear wax brow crayon. And they've added recently hair products to the line. The new Milani Group is the new corporate name, and this mothership has added some new faces. We have, in addition to Ralph Bijou and Lori Mink, we have Rhonda Brown, Cindy Serlin, Gina Hagen, Surawati Tura, and Mona Monahan Kelleher. All of these folks are from OPI and L'Oreal and Estee Lauder and Almay and Revlon and Sally Hansen. Milani continues to find the most advanced ingredients to update their cosmetic line. They mirror the growing diversity in the U.S. market, offering fearless color cosmetics with technologically superior formulas for all races. Kudos definitely go out to the Bijou family for Jordana and Milani Cosmetics.
Well, I wish I had more information for you, but I'm not the National Enquirer, you know, so I don't have anything. There's nothing, and maybe no news is good news, but I think the fact that they're cruelty-free and that they're high quality and that they cater to all races and colors of skin, I think that that diversity is to be commended. So let me start off with where I was. You can watch me do a little tutorial on how I got this face. And okay, without further ado, the magic of video. Woo! Here we go.
Okay, here we go. Definitely the before picture. This is a Sephora Super Nourishing Lip Balm I'm using as a lip primer. And then the Milani eyeshadow primer. Just using a little bead on each lid and just a little underneath my eyes, because I do use a liner underneath and it helps it stay. Now Milani does not have a face primer, so I'm using Bare Minerals Primetime Face Primer. This is the original formula. It's kind of like a watered down Smashbox photo ready primer. A little on the oily side. I'm not sure if I like it or not. Now let's get going with the makeup. This is Milani's Glow Natural Brush On Foundation. And it actually twists up and the goop comes out of the top of this brush. And you're supposed to brush it on with this little brush on the top of the bottle. But I don't like that, so I'm kind of glopping it onto my hand. And I'm going to spread it around with a stippling brush. Just my preferred method of putting foundation on. Now because of the sunlight coming in the window, I look like I'm putting mime makeup on, but actually it's a really good match for my skin tone. Now I did actually try to brush it on with the brush thing and I didn't like it, so now I'm just trying another method, which is my fingers, just putting a second coating on. It's a very medium coverage foundation, but I really like it. It blended really nicely in, it didn't sink into my wrinkles. Now we've got the Secret Cover Correction Stick. It's kind of like a concealer, and I'm using it in that little Kim Kardashian triangle thing in the front. I'm going to blend it out and put some powder over the top so it'll blend in nicely, but it'll be slightly lighter in the center of my face than on the outside. And I'm just using a foundation brush. I think it's a Real Techniques foundation brush to blend that in. Using some multitasker powder, and this is number 02. It's medium light, and I'm just going to press it into my skin, and it gives it a really nice even finish, almost a flawless look. It's really nice powder. Now for contouring, I didn't want to use their bronzer because I'm going to use this multitask powder as an eyeshadow and as a brow powder, so I'm using medium tan, number 08. And making that fish face. This works really well as a contour powder. It's actually face powder that's meant for somebody with darker skin, but I think it works really nicely as a contour powder. There I am getting rid of one of my double chins. Stirred up that age spot, so I just covered that over a little bit. For blush, this is a very wild color. It's called Coral Cove from their Roses series that came out last summer. I'm just tapping it very lightly into the product. It's very, very strong. And I'm blending it in as much as I can. And for a highlighter, I thought I'd use Luminoso, which is a baked blush, very popular, using my fan brush. But I think the Luminoso is actually a little dark to use as a highlighter. That just seemed to add more blush to my face, so I'm going to just put a little powder on there, take care of that excess look, tone it down a little bit. That's the sun again. Now we're going into the eyes, and this is a fairly new matte almond cream color. It's a very light white girl flesh color. It makes a really good eyeshadow base, so all of your colors will go on a lot more even. You don't see the gnarly old veins and everything else going on in my eyes. I'm just lining underneath my brows as well. Going into the tear duct area, which always is a little darker on older women. Now we're going into the Milani Runway Eyes Shadow Palette, and this is number 7. It's called Ready to Wear. These are all like neutral brown colors, but they all have a slight shimmer to them. The very lightest I'm putting on my lid. I'm not going any higher than the lid with that, and I'm using the little applicator that came with it to do that. Now I decided for the crease I'm going to use a brow powder because it's matte and it's just the right color. So I'm going to use the little applicator that came with it, and I'm going to go into brow color number 1. I'm going to do a comma, 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 chameleon. Looks like I'm drawing fake eyebrows. And I'm really just circling the orbital bone with the brow number 1 color. I really like it, and I'm taking the highlight color now and just going into the underneath the brow a little bit and on the inside corners. Going back to that Ready to Wear palette, I'm going on the outer corner of my lid with the darkest color, and the pigmentation is fabulous with this particular eyeshadow palette. I don't know why I haven't tried Milani shadows before this. I'm going to use a blusher now. This is Warm Petals from that same spring rose collection that they put out. There's only 4 shades in that, but you can still find it on their website. Now the Shadow Eyes crayon is very strong, and I decided to make a little outer V with it, not realizing it sets so fast it's nearly impossible to blend it out. So there I am struggling to blend it out before it dries too hard. And I think the more blending you do, the better with something like this, because it really shears it out on the edges and makes it look a lot nicer. It's kind of weird watching myself in fast motion. So it does blend out really nicely, but it takes a little bit of work. I think other crayons probably would work better in this capacity. Now I'm going to take, this is a brow pencil. It's a dual-ended. This is a brow and eye highlighter, so I'm going to just kind of fill in my brows with the brown color. This particular duo is called Vanilla. And then I'm going to turn it around and go over it with the lighter shade, which is also a matte color, just to make it kind of a lighter brown color. Now I'm going to go back into that little brow fix packet and pull the little brush out and have at it. Try to kind of swirl it up so it looks more natural. And we're bringing out the liquid eye pencil, and I'm just going to do my upper inner rim, or waterline as they call it. I tried 2 different ways, yanked out my eyelid to do it, and then actually if you just do it underneath while your eye is looking straight ahead. Now this is the ultra fine liquid eyeliner in black vinyl, and I'm just going to do kind of a semi-winged out look. This is in black vinyl, which is a shiny black color. I just want to make sure each side looks fairly even. My eyes are shaped slightly differently. And I was so shook up over getting everything settled there, I forgot to curl my lashes. Going to stick a little luminoso in the corners, the 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock areas of my eyelids. It adds a little bit of spark. Now I'm going to do a different mascara on each side. On the first side I'm going to use the Runway Lashes mascara, which is probably my favorite. I forgot to curl my lashes. It would have looked a lot nicer had I done that, but I can't go back and do it again. I've already filmed this like 4 times. And on the other side, I'm going to use the Total Lash Cover Mascara that has 3 different types of brushes in one. And if you turn it around, you get different effects with each side or each angle of the brush. but it doesn't make quite as big a hunkin' lash as the runway lashes, so it's taking me a little longer to pull some volume out of that puppy. Now just underneath my eye, just to the halfway point from the outer edge, I'm just doing a slight line with Cafe au Lait, which is a Shadow Eyes crayon. And going into the lips, this is the Color Statement Lip Liner in Nude. Lining the lips, and we're going to be using the Statement Lipstick, which is in number 27. It's Dolce Caramello. Since I had such a strong eye, I didn't get too strong a lip. And I'm going to throw some Hot Flash lip gloss on top of that. That's number 106. It's called Quick Flash. Not happy with that look. I am going to try the new Power Lip Gloss stain in Mango Tango. It's a wild dark color for me to use, and I actually didn't like it and wound up taking it off for the final scene.
So it was a lot of fun, checking out these products. There are a few hit or misses. I really liked the brow kit, of course, and I think it's so versatile because you can use the well, of course you can use the implements. This teeny tiny little little tweezers are kind of unusual, but the little brow brush is cute and it works, and of course the eyeshadow brush. And these can all be eyeshadows or brow shadows. I mean, you can use it in your brow as a brow powder, but I used it actually in my eyes as an eyeshadow. So I think that this is probably one of the most versatile pieces that they have in the collection. This is the Brow Fix Kit, and I think this runs, I want to say, around $6. So that's not bad. Now all of these shadows, I found that they were really nice, little bit, they all have a slight shimmer to them, and I like a matte somewhere in the thing. I wonder if I can do this. I wonder if I can swipe all 6 at once. Yes. Ooh. Isn't that cool? I've heard people complain that they can't get like their brush in here, and I'm like, really? You can get a brush in there. And I actually on purpose used, I didn't use a technical brush for these, and I could have, but I mean, I think you can use the little applicators that come with it just as easily. It really, I'm not that snobby about it. I love doing this. This was fun. But I mean, great colors, nice pigmentation, and they have about 10 different assortments of eyeshadows. So the only thing I have to say is that we're not looking at any matte shades here. They're all shimmers, and I love shimmers for lid use or in the corner or just under the brow bone, but nowhere else. And so I like to see a combination, and I don't see that in their eyeshadows. But they're such a diverse company. I really enjoy this particular line of makeup, and I love the Jordana stuff as well. I mean, you can't go wrong between the two of these. Absolutely fabulous stuff. So I think their lip products and their eye products are outstanding. Their mascara, the Runway Lashes, is my favorite probably of all time. I think it's just a perfect mascara, and this runs probably around $8. Really good. These Power Lips are just a little strong and a little dark for older complexions, so I would hesitate to recommend these, although the staying power and the staining power are really strong. So they're really good if you're a younger person. I would say have at it, because these are fun. These are really fun. And on a young person, that would be really great. Their lip liners are perfect, but I have to say that Jordana is still my favorite lip liner. And if you do them like side by side, here's the Jordana in Rose and Natural. There's the Rose. And then you do the Milani. There's just a slight creamier texture to the Milani lip pencil, which I like, but I find that the Jordana lasts longer, so I don't know if that softness kind of means that it's not as, you know, strong. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and a lot of fun bringing it to you, and I'm actually not returning anything, which is a really big surprise because I always return something. Oh, I wanted to mention that I was really surprised at how close this was to matching my skin tone, because their other makeups don't. The powder makeups I didn't like. I actually did return the powder makeups, so I didn't even show them in this. But this is the Glow Natural, and this is, I think, the lightest shade, number 01, Fair to Light, I used. And I'm usually like the second shade in from, you know, most lines, or the lightest shade, so I'm kind of a pale fish belly white girl. So anyway, that pretty much does it for me today. Everybody have a wonderful week and have a beautiful day. Take care. Toodles.